Top Nigerian pastor apologizes for claiming people who don't pay tithe won't make it to heaven. So the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of Ghana, RCCG, that is Enoch Adeboye, has apologized for suggesting that Christians who do not pay tithe will not make it to heaven. So he had previously made a controversial claim that paying tithes was a prerequisite to enter heaven. And this drew a harsh condemnation on social media. You know, people will come at you. You can't say things and go like that. Whether good or bad, people will come at you on social media. So he explained that his earlier claim was a mistake while addressing a youth congregation at the youth convention of the RCCG at a redemption camp. And he highlighted that according to the Bible, peaceful and holy living are the true requisites for reaching heaven.
You see, this conversation, I had a conversation with a friend pastor, I think somewhere a week or two, and he was telling me, in actual sense, it's in the Bible that we are not supposed to even be paying tithes. We are not supposed to be paying because when Jesus came and died, he wiped away the point of sacrifice, which was done in the Bible, where people will go and give God their sheep and the rest and slaughter it and send him the smell. And even those who were enjoying, all those things were washed away. That's why we have the New Testament. So if there is the New Testament, it means there is no need to pay tithe, because he said the tithe God would expect is you having family every 3 months or once every month, you having family gathering and eating together. Because God likes fun. God likes energy. God in heaven likes to see his children happy. So, in a form, you sit with your family and you enjoy, because that's like a seed you've kept. Because God, that's like a form of sacrifice. That's why they stopped doing sacrifice. But this day and age, the only way the church can get something from you is that tithe. I don't stand against someone paying tithe. It's always your choice and your belief. But from what I have heard and what I have read, I feel like it is not something that is mandatory. There are some churches that make you look like if you don't pay tithe, you are like the devil himself. Some churches they have ushers at the gate who hold envelopes. When you enter, they give it to you. It means you need to put your tithe in. When you're standing up, you leave it there. There are churches in Ghana that do those things. We make you look like if you are not paying your tithe, you are the devil himself. So I'm sure when this pastor was making this statement, he didn't have much knowledge on what he was saying. And the afterthought, or after making that message, people before him would talk to him that this and that. Go and read this Bible quotation. It says this and that. These are things he might not even know. So that you turn from him is a good one. At least it's an eye-opener to a lot of people to know that paying tithe is not by force. But there's a form where some pastors make you look like, oh, you need to pay your tithe, you need to do this, and that. It is not by force. It is just a choice. That's how I see it.
Chris.
Well, so tithe or tithing, I think if you go to the Old Testament, tithing was in there.
It was a thing.
Yeah, so there are some Bible verses that will actually support tithing and all of that. But the issue is that I think it still should be a choice, because when you are paying the tithe, the main aim is that you pay it to God. And God loves a cheerful giver. If God loves a cheerful giver, then it means that when you are paying the tithe, it should come deep down from your heart. If it is not coming down from your heart and you are not cheerful about it, then stop paying it. But for some churches, it is mandatory that you pay your tithe at the end of the month, 10% of whatever you earn at the end of the month. There are so many churches around the world, and you decided to choose that church, to attend that church. So when they tell you that here, this is what we do, go by it. if you think you cannot, then you stop and attend a different church. That is what I think. That is what I believe. There are so many churches. Some churches, you dare not mention the word tithe to them. They don't subscribe to it. You don't go there. There are so many churches we can mention. They preach against tithe. Some churches also tell you that no, it is mandatory for us. We want you to grow spiritually. Tithing, when you pay your tithe, you grow spiritually and all of that. They quote Bible verses to support it. You chose to attend that church. There are so many churches, so you chose to attend that one. So why not? Pay. Go by it. Those are the customs in the church. And that is what the church is made up. That is those are the customs, or it is part of the customs of the church. So go by it. I don't think it is something that we are supposed to cry over. You understand? But whether or not it is the tithe that is going to make you're going to give you that ticket to heaven and all of that. That one, it is between you and your God. No one knows what you do in your chambers. It is between you and your God. But for me, what I can say about tithe is that some churches preach against it. Some churches are for it. And so, if you attend a church, or if you choose to attend a church that, go with it, then you pay. As simple as that.
Magic George.
Yeah, Hetty, when it comes to tithing, I sometimes get confused. So when it comes to tithing, I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, that is how it is. When it comes to arguing whether I should pay tithe or I shouldn't pay, I get confused because for me, I see tithe also as offering, giving offering, the same thing as offering. So normally, when it comes to this tithing issue, Hetty, I don't want to talk about it. I get confused always. Yeah.